Hi everyone, so for today's session, I'll be discussing to you the simple interest. So for the interest, it's the fee that a borrower pays to a lender for the use of his or her money. While interest rate, it's the percentage of money being borrowed that is paid to the lender on some time basis. So simple interest, the total interest earned or charged is linearly proportional to the initial amount of the loan or the principal amount, the interest rate, and the number of interest periods. So, when applied, the total interest or I is equal to PIN. So, it's P times I times N. So here's an information. So P is equal to the principal amount, I is equal to the interest rate, while N is equal to the number of interest periods. So this is the problem number 1. So Bubbles invested 25,000 pesos in her savings account for 7 years with an annual interest rate of 8%. How much money did she earn? So for the given, P is equal to 25,000 pesos. I is equal to 8% or 0.08. Then N is equal to 7 years. So since the problem is asking for the total interest, then the formula will be I is equal to PIN. So I is equal to 25,000, then 0.08 times 7 years. So we will be multiplying these values, and then I will be equal to 14,000 pesos. So this is the amount of money Bubbles earned. So that's it for the first question. Now moving on for the second one. Problem number 2. Ozzy invested $10,000 into an account. She is paying an annual interest rate of 10%. How many years will it take for her to earn $6,225 in interest? So for the given, P is equal to $10,000. I is equal to 10% or 0.1, while N here is our unknown. So the uppercase I is equal to $6,225. The lowercase I is our 10% or our interest rate. So N here is required to be solved. So the main formula of our problem is the uppercase I is equal to P lowercase I N. So since we are asked or tasked to find N, then we need to divide both equation by PI in order for us to get the N. So we now have our final formula. So N is equal to I over PI. Now we just have to follow the given formula and substitute the given values. So N is equal to $6,225 over $10,000 times 10% or 0.1. So now our N is equal to 6.225 or 6 years to be exact. So this is the total number of years for her to earn the interest. So that's it. We're done for our problem number 2, and now let's proceed to problem number 3. So this is the problem number 3. So Sam invested $4,000 into a savings account. He earns a total of $822 in interest for 6 years. How much is the annual interest rate offered by this account? So we have here the given values. So P is $4,000, N is 6 years, and we have uppercase I, $822, and we have lowercase I, which is still unknown. So we have here our main formula, which is I is equal to PIN. And since we are asked to get the lowercase I, or our interest rate, then we have to divide both equation by PN in order for us to get the interest rate. So now we have our final formula, which is I is equal to uppercase I over PN. So we just have to substitute the given values in order for us to come up with the answer. So I is equal to $822 over $4,000 times the number of years, which is 6. So the value of our interest rate will be 0.03425, and to convert it into percentage form, we have to multiply it by 100, so it will be 3%. So this is the annual interest rate offered by the account. So this is the end of our session, and I hope you have learned something today. Thank you for learning with me. Till the next session, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for more upcoming videos.